Welcome back to the KTBS 3 St. Jude Dream Home Special. Brought to you by Barksdale Federal Credit Union and Shreveport Coca-Cola.
As you know, this right here is where I work. But the other day, I had a very special guest stop by.
Hi, my name is Jean-Claude Nelson. I'm 13 years old and I go to Calvary Baptist Academy. I was about 3.5 years old when I got diagnosed with leukemia.
I guess from what your mom said too is like, you pretty fast y'all were off to St. Jude. So tell me a little bit about what she's told you about that.
She's told me I was pale and that's what I looked like, and that she knew something was wrong when I was pale, and so she took me to LSU Health Center in Shreveport, Louisiana, and that's when they sent me out to St. Jude, and I would think I left around 2 days after that. Oh, I remember it was a great place. That's all I remember. But they treated me right, they treated me well, and they always made it feel like a home. And it was just an amazing place to be around people. And they almost made you feel like you weren't sick at a point, and they made you feel great, and it was just amazing. And all those people were the nicest people. Greatest place on earth for sure. So I was told not to do things, but I definitely didn't listen. I played soccer, t-ball, all that stuff. I went full blast, everything I did. I just want to make my family happy, and I want to provide for them in anything what I do, whether it's go to college, play a sport. That's all I want to do. I just want to make my family happy.
What a great story there. Jean-Claude now full remission, and he is just like a typical teenager these days, always having fun and of course messing around with his twin brothers.
That's right, Patrick, and again we like to say that we don't have favorites, but Jean-Claude Nelson is one of mine as well. I'm also joined by another young man who has experienced St. Jude firsthand. Goderick McDaniel, you are just now a year out from going to St. Jude. Tell me what that experience was like.
So, for me being 13, going to St. Jude, it was like, when I first got there, I was like, what's next? Like, I was just wondering, like, everything was going through my head, like, I don't know, like, what my family is going to be going through. I don't know what I'm going to be going through. And then when they let me get to leave my room to go to the cafeteria and everywhere else in the hospital, I was seeing kids, like they was losing hair. Some kids was in wheelchairs. Some kids couldn't, like, see and stuff like that. And the first thing I started doing was praying, and then God told me, you're going to be okay, you and your family.
It's been a year. How are you doing now?
Good. I'm doing good. Yeah, everybody always say, they always ask me questions about how do you do this. I always tell them I prayed every night at St. Jude, and they was like, what do you mean you prayed every night? I told them, God did it. So
your name is Goderick. That's got God's name in it, and you're praying to God, so he's a special young man. Mom, Truwana, tell me a little bit about St. Jude experience. Did they send you a bill?
Never receive a bill. They take good care of you. Just like they say, we was housed. We didn't have to worry about rent. We didn't have to worry about food. We didn't have to worry about transportation. Never received a bill. So I advise anybody this is a good organization, a good hospital that's saving children every day, every second, every minute.
So Goderick, would you encourage people to buy a ticket?
Yes, I will encourage people to buy a ticket, because I feel me listening in my room and listening to my mom and my family. One time I heard my mom, before they put up the GoFundMe to help and stuff, that was like wondering to pay bills and stuff like that. And then the one thing from my testimony I encourage people is to pray and trust God.
Wow, you are a special young man. Tell me this, what would you say to people in our viewing audience who have donated to St. Jude or who've bought a ticket?
Say thank you for buying a ticket, and I hope God bless your family and bless everyone's family who bought a ticket.
Godric, we are praying for you. Thankful that you've got God in your life and that in your name as well. And Mom, thank you for what you've said as well. Just a reminder, these tickets, this money does make a difference for patients and families right here in the Arklatex, and that's why we're asking you to donate and ask you to buy a ticket right now. Also, if you buy your ticket by July 12th, you will be eligible for the early bird prize, a four-wheeler from GNC Honda. We'll be back right after this.